Welcome to Center Heist Productions. Please hit the likes and subscribe down below in your right-hand corner. Muchly appreciate that. Thank you to my subscribers and followers. Please share it with your friends and family. If you come across the channel, please do hit subscribe and hit the likes, as we've built a strong community here for a Habs channel that focuses on reality. That means factual information, not fiction, not garbage that hasn't happened. Rumorland. We just don't do it. We take a great pride in focusing on the realities, facts as they fall. And so we thank you and we appreciate all comments. Just keep them respectful, as we've built a respectful channel community here. And so now, like I told you, I thank you for your understanding as I'm playing catch up here due to the fact that I have an outreach that has to be prioritized. Uh, Especially in this month where we have an event of a delivery date for the 21st of December to the encampments. So thank you for your patience. All right, we're to at least Friday's game, where Montreal went to Vegas, and great outcome, better than I expected. Um, I I knew this game could go either way. However, we've got the victory 4-1, and Sam Montembeault actually played very well in this game, so that was good news for us. One of his better games, and the Habs played well as a unit as well. So let's. Sorry, I have so many computers going here that I'm trying to catch this so I can give you the information. So the score was 4-1. So a good solid victory by the Habs. Sam Montembeault made 30 saves. Canadians defeat the Golden Knights for the third straight victory. That was huge. So a good road trip for the Habs at this point. We're going to get to the points, and we're also going to be talking about Mike Matheson's contract. All right, so let's go to the score box. First period, Montreal gets one goal. No scoring for Vegas. One goal added to it in the second period for Montreal. No scoring for Vegas. That was a nice change, that our second period wasn't the blunder it's been of late. And this third period, 2-1 for the Habs, which gives you your final score 4-1. Good solid victory. Good to see. We'll take it, most definitely. And yeah, so let's go to the shot department. 11-6 in the first period for Vegas, 11-5 in the second period for Vegas, 9-8 for Vegas in the third, 31-19 final shots in favor of Vegas. As far as the power play, 50 or face off, sorry, 59.3 to 40.7 in favor of Vegas. Power play was useless for both teams, 0 for 1, although not a penalty filled game. That's a little different too. Uh, so 4 minutes apiece. Hits 20-15 for the Habs. Block shots 24-7. That's to 7 for the Habs. That's a great differential. Giveaway 17-11 for Vegas. Takeaways 9-2 for the Habs. Very good, solid improvements in certain departments there. Now let's go to the scoring department. Zach Bolduc, assisted by Slavkovsky, who had a solid, really stood out in this game, and Caulfield. They both were standouts. His sixth goal, that came at 14:30 of the first period. 1-0 after one. Went to the second period. We got a goal from Cole himself, assisted by Bolduc and Carrier, and that was at 2:04 of the second. Third goal, Jake Evans, assisted by Texier and Mike Matheson at 3:36 with a wrist shot. A nice goal, Jake Evans, who always solid game from him every time. So that led for a 3-0 lead. Then we go to Mark Stone scoring the only one, assisted by Marner and Hutton. That was at 15:18. And then we had the final goal being scored by uh, um, Juraj Slavkovsky, assisted by Nick Suzuki. And like I said, Juraj had a much better game there. Good to see. So that gives you, and that was at 18:03. Nice wrist shot. Nice to see Slavkovsky shooting more. And this is, and when he got moved to that second line, I think that was a big help to his game, because he really drove that second line quite a bit when he got moved to it. It was good to see very good cohesiveness between him, Kapanen, and Demidov. That was very positive, and I think that really helped see that his work ethic was there. So with that being said, um, now we go to the storyline. So the Habs played great that night. Good to see Monty get a solid game in. 30 plus saves. That's 30 saves. That's great. That's more of what we expect from Monty, but the team played solid in front of him. That's what we need to see. But again, we got to get those damn shots up. We cannot continue to think we can win with just getting. I mean, thank God we're capitalizing on the few chances we're getting per game. It's got to increase as the season goes. Teams are going to get a little more, a little tighter, stiffer, and less to get giving up less. We got to wake that up and bring up our level of chances. And thank God we have some quality, and we're taking advantage of it right now. And that's great to see. So Yari Slavkovsky and Cole Caulfield, for me, really stood out in this game, and so did Montembeau. And so that's uh, good on him. Good on the Habs. Go Habs. Go. Loved it. Now let's get to the and this I put that's why I put Mike Matheson's story into this tape. He signed a 5-year, $6 million contract for 5 years at 30 million, and that's pretty. That the Habs got it done. So we have that shows that they've bought into him. He's been rewarded. Uh, 5 years, 6 million a season. Well done, Kent Hughes. I think this was a great move. Now the only that's great. I think the Habs are showing that you get rewarded when you perform, and so good to see. He'll probably finish his career here in Montreal the way it looks, and that's great. And we'll see what happens with the future as this team progresses. From there on, I will say that we all have to realize now something is that's going to really emphasize that it takes the pressure off of the defense in the regard of you pretty much got most pieces in place. This is, for me, a little concerning, however, because I still feel that we have Jack Guy, Struble, and Enstrom kind of battle duking it out. And Enstrom looks like he's got a lot of offensive upsides and could easily. And then we got Reinbacher way back in the blind side down in Laval, which I have made my point clear. I don't see what they see in him. That's just me. So unless he's done something different, that's great. But I think he needs an entire season in Laval. So this is going to create a dilemma, though, however, on our defense. And my concern is that we make a mistake. I do not want to see us end up unloading Arberjack. I think it would be a huge mistake. I think we need him for the size and grit because I think we gotta avoid being too small. And our defense is very average in size. It's not big, and I think any big component you have of it, you need. Yes, does that mean Arbor needs to keep working on it? And he has been working on it. He's not been perfect. We know that. He hasn't seized the day. That's the catch. However, give him the time. And again, that would be my only concern because this is starting to build up as there could be some trades made, as we've seen in the past with the Harris Barron situations when guys just were movable, and they didn't foresee the end result with those guys being in the lineup. We got this is getting a little for me. It's getting a little scary. So I just hope the Habs don't make the error of unloading Arberjack because I think our Arberjack would be a great rotational player in that 6-7 spot with whomever he's battling with. Say it's right now, it's been him and Struble. I think that's fine. That's a good rotation. I think my concern right now is, and I do think he'll pick it up, is Carrier. Carrier has been the weakest link for the Habs on defense, which is shocking. And I just think he's trying to do too much. I don't expect any problems from Carrier long term. I think this guy's a veteran. He'll get out of it, his funk. But we got to worry about size in the future. So, and I do really think Adam Enstrom is a character that could very well have enough talent to bypass Jackeye and Struble, and that's concerning. So I think we just got to be very careful because he does have a lot to his game, and now I think he still needs to be seasoned in Laval. I don't think he's quite at professional hockey level yet. Level, I think he's pretty darn close, but I still think it would do him good to be in Laval and continue onward. Um, but do I think he's going to surpass those two with his talent and good positional play? Showing a lot of positive signs for a youngster, really a lot. So again, this puts the dilemma on what happens with the rest of the defense, and I think we got to look at very, very, and not forget Caden Gooley. As much as we love him, and I love this guy, I'm just concerned that you get rid of one of those guys, and Caden has been glass. You may have to make your move, and I hate to say this, with Caden Gooley in mind, because as much as I love him, if he can't stay healthy, he's not going to be worth the top four. And when you can't stay in a lineup. So that's why I say there's a dilemma. I hope Montreal doesn't rashly make a move because we know Caden's glass right now and has been. I don't foresee that changing. So I think you'd be making a little bit of a mistake to make a move with Arbor and Struble too soon. So that's just my thoughts. I just wanted to put my spin on it. Tell me what you think. And yes, great to see the Habs get a 3-game win streak. The next video with Colorado comes up, and that'll get me up to pace. Unfortunately, that was a particular game I had a bad feeling it was going to go the way it did. We'll talk about it then. Thank you for watching. Where the puck drops first at Center Heist Productions. God bless you.